3 will be the most entertaining thing before you are emoliated in your house by a Chinese nuke. You will not have to do anything. You will be looking at your treadmill on your couch when you're vaporized. No one will come to you and ask you to do anything, except maybe you go to the call center. We're still open. They'll call you and they'll tell you. They're like, yeah, but there's like a nuke warning today. We're still open. And you know what? How beautiful it would be for you to get nuked while you were calling an elderly person with dementia trying to get their credit card information. As you were calling an elderly person with dementia trying to get their credit card information, the nuke sails and it's just over. And you just see the beautiful glow outside the window of the call center. No one will ask you to suit up and fucking get your fat ass in a Top Gun plane you can't fit in and fly over to China. It's about toxic masculinity, the whole show. By the way, every man I know, every straight man I know is like weeping openly. Where is this toxic masculinity? I'd like to see more of it. You know who has a lot of toxic masculinity recently? Women. They're tough as nails. But men are like openly weeping. Every straight friend I have cries all the time. Yes, it's because I'm always telling them how horrible they are at everything. But who's going to do that if not me? So this, Nate, is about toxic masculinity, about men running around and being toxic and just raping and pillaging, essentially. Snow White, rather. This thing's, Disney's in big trouble here because you have Rachel Zegler, who's in Hamas, and Gal Gadot, who's in the IDF. They're stars of the movie, and they're on both sides of the Middle East, and both sides of the Middle East are conflict. And there's no fucking dwarfs because Peter Dinklage from Game of Thrones opened his mouth and said, this is fucked up having dwarves in the movie called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So now we got a lot of pro-Palestine, a lot of pro-Israel, and no fucking dwarfs in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So now Disney doesn't know what the hell's going on because Rachel Zegler is coming out and screaming from the river to the sea or whatever she does. And, Gal Gadot's doing her whole thing, lighting infants on fire. And there's no dwarfs. So my whole thing is, does it seem like a fun film? Does it seem like a fun film? I want to see dwarfs. I don't want the Middle East conflict. I want dwarfs. Gal Gadot goes, all the dwarfs should be played by Israeli hostages. Nothing here is good. I think they shelve it. I think they shelve the thing and just scrap it. Look, there are people that don't understand how much Magic Spoon has changed my life. Before Magic Spoon cereal, I was a cannibal. I've never even told you this.
I didn't know that.
I used to eat people. I would eat the skin of a person. I would cook it and eat it. And it's uncomfortable to discuss this. And a few of those people I killed, hookers and truckers, and I would cook them. And I would eat their flesh, which was keto, technically. Maybe not. I think it was. Some of them had sugar in their blood, probably. But when I tried Magic Spoon cereal, I stopped doing that. I stopped murdering whores and eating them. And I started eating Magic Spoon cereal. And I went to the police and I confessed. And they refused to put me in jail because they said, hey, white guy. That's what they called me. I said, I just killed a bunch of whores and ate them. They said, hey, white guy. We all have moments in our life we're not proud of. They said, what made you stop that? I said, I'm eating a keto cereal, very low in sugar, and I shared it with them. We all ate Magic Spoon cereal. And they helped me. Magic Spoon cereal is the official cereal of the police. So if you support the cops, support Magic Spoon cereal. $1 from every box of Magic Spoon cereal is donated to Derek Chauvin's legal fund. Sometimes I do it just so we get the call. There's certain jobs women should not do. There's a few jobs women shouldn't do. President, senator, congressman, cop, doctor, lawyer, fire department, banking, financial tech, math, higher education, any education above third grade, a chef, a manager of a hotel, CEO or CFO, COO, CIO of a company, investing, VC, venture capital, driving Ubers, Lyfts, cabs, working at aquariums or zoos or hotels, entertainment,